Hello and welcome back to the Line to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom where we left off in Gerudo Town. We just got here, or I guess the Gerudo Town shelter, and now we're going to help the Gerudos, talk to them. I don't know. What's your problem? Come on. Hey, so you're a special though, aren't you? Otherwise the soldiers would be arresting you right now. So, why are you special? Hey Dada, you'd better not be speaking to that phone. Didn't Miss Einstein teach you the first rule about Vo? For young Vi, speaking with a Vo will only invite misfortune. I'm not talking to the Vo, I'm just talking. I can't even see, so it's not my fault who comes walking by. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Listen up, Vo. You shouldn't go poking your nose into Gerudo life. You're free to come and go as you wish, but please don't disrupt the peace of our town. Oh, I can't believe the chief is letting you stay in the shelter. She must be playing some kind of joke. I can't have you bothering my daughter. She'll be the best Vi in Gerudo Town after she finishes the Vo and you class. You just worry about what fruit you're going to buy and don't even think about distracting you. Don't forget what I said about my daughter. I won't. Better to owner, Oh, you're the chief's guest. So this is a Vo. Is he just look to be about and the circumstances in his head and neck interesting? Oh, I'm sorry, you're the first Vo I've ever seen. I got a little carried away figuring out your measurements. What was I doing? Because I make accessories and the keys to any good accessory is a perfect fit. My name's Kara. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to make accessories for a Vo. Sorry that I can't speak. So if you give me the chance, I'll put everything I've got into making some really great ones for you. If the shop's owner were here, she probably could have made you all sorts of things. But she went out to look for potential adornments and hasn't come back since. She was in such high spirits too, gushing about all the treasures she'd find around the Toruma dunes. That's a dangerous place in Molduga territory. I hope she didn't run into trouble. Missing owner. Anyway, did you need something? The owner may not be here, but I'll do what I can. Okay, come back soon. You're only. Okay. Hello. What do you want? I'm busy right now, okay? I need to make sure that both my dreams series of my feelings for him. Ah, that's that woman who I found the letters from. But how can I properly focus the positive energy or put the bottles in the water while this guy's loitering around? Get out of here, Scram. Hey, you recently arrived, right? Does that mean the sense right has finally died down? No. No, hang on, now that I really look, you can see all the sand covering your clothes. What was I thinking? If the Sandrite really was gone, I thought everyone would still be hanging around here. Sorry, I asked you a question and then immediately went on my own little journey there. Ever since the Sandrite started, I haven't been able to see my husband. It's left me a little frazzled. Okay, I know my stock is pretty limited, but here's a tip. You can make an excellent meal just by adding a mushroom to some Highland rice and rock salt. What's again? So you're the vote the chief has given special permission to? Oh, but the chief make a special exception for you? I wonder. Oh, but I love a good mystery. In any case, if you're planning to help the chief, you've got to keep your energy up. And mushrooms are perfect for that. Do you have any idea how common they are and how many nutrients they contain? You should buy some either to eat right now or to save for later. Okay, the chief is quite the vibe. Good luck keeping up with her. Sava. Oh, you must be that Vo everyone is talking about. Say, are Island Vo interested in archaeology? Would it surprise you to learn that I am an archaeologist myself? After much work, I finally deciphered these stela? I've never heard of that word. Do you want to hear what's written on them? You do, don't you? Sure. If you insist. First of the stela over here on the left it says the 7 heroines who protect the Gerudo. Their secret will be expressed on 6 stela. As for the stela over there on the right, it says the 7 heroines who protect the Gerudo are named channels and guides the power of D7. Okay. I doubt you know this, being a Hylian Vo, but we Gerudo have believed in the heroines for a long time. They are said to have protected and guided our people in times past. Unfortunately, I have found little in the way of documentation about the heroines herself. There are many debates and disagreements surrounding these enigmatic figures. Some argue for revering, I have no idea. All seven as a collective and others for worshipping each one as an individual. Certain rebel-rousing contrarians even claim there were not seven but one or eight. If there is one thing scholars love, it is arguing with each other. But Stella definitely the supported theory of eight. An incredible discovery, isn't it? I could stop here and rightly say that I changed the face of archaeology. But if I found the other fourth Stella, who knows what else? I might learn about the heroines. I wonder too about this orb that I found while searching for the Stella. Is it connected somehow? If I give permission on all this, I'd be the start of the Archaeology Society. But I have not been able to find any Stella besides these two. Since there's nothing like them on the surface, the others must be underground somewhere. How I wish I could see the text inscribed on those Stella. Even just a picture would serve my purpose. Vasak. Are you surprised to see such a hip shop being run by someone my age? I heard the new big thing is attaching all kinds of stuff to arrows before you shoot them. As a merchant, I've got to embrace the popular trends with open arms, however. And in those circumstances will I introduce a vote to my granddaughters. Vote will bring nothing but misfortune to young Grudo. Okay, I hate not being able to see the sun. I'm ready to say Savork to this place. Hello. This is the jail. Even though you have special permission to be in Garuda town, I still won't let you pass this point. Really, the only way into jail is to break our rules. Foreign normally not allowed inside our town. The one in jail broke that rule, so he's locked up. And even though you have permission to be here, if you break the rules, you'll join him in jail. It must be that man, Vogue, that everyone is talking about. It's so unusual to see a man here. So you really did get special permission to be in here, huh? All the same, you should still be on your best behavior. You wouldn't want to end up thrown out or in jail. That's what normally happens when men come here. Like what happened to that guy over there. But I don't think you have anything to worry about as long as you behave. Anyway, this is important. Since you have been allowed in town, you absolutely have to try the spa plan at Hotel Oasis. The owner of the place, Roma, has a special technique that is all the rage. Originally, I was just another customer coming here to relax, but I got hooked. Now I work here as an assistant, huh? The spa plan that Olo offers is reasonable price and a good option too. But well, just keep in mind that it's discounted for a reason. I don't think the results are guaranteed. Vasa, you're the chief's guest, right? Then it's a special occasion. Would you like to try my spa plan? I used to run a shop on the surface, but what with the sand trout and then those monsters appearing, the guards told me to evacuate. I had 6 months worth of reservations booked, but obviously those haven't been happening. I'm a bit out of practice. But good news for you, I guess. You can rest or you can take advantage of the spa plan without having to wait. How about it? Do you want to rest here? The standard is stays in and the spa plan is 50 rupees. Spa plan, just do it. The spa plan is hee I'm so excited to get to work. Oh, and of course you can choose you'd like your wake up call to be or in the morning. Savor. Oof, look at all the scars. You must have fought a lot in your life. Don't worry, I'll help your tired body recover. Are you more rested and revitalized? Come back whenever you feel tired. Wait, oh no way. Sound alarm guards. What's that? You have a special permission from the chief? Well, that explains that, and sorry for shouting. Wait, maybe I've woken during my spa plan practice. Okay, Mr. Vo, if you don't mind, would you consider helping me with my spa plan practice? I call it practice, but I can guarantee that it will make your body feel as good as new. Don't worry about that. And this is what I'm still working on. If I get things just right, you'll feel a boost of energy, just like with the owner's spa plan. That plan to spa plan is only 25 rupees, so that's half of what the owner plan costs, you know? No. No, I see. I guess practice can wait until some other time then. Oh, mommy works secret map. Hey, you're a VO, aren't you? So the rumors were true, there is a VO in town. You don't look like the Vo dummies from the Vo and new class though. But I guess you look like how I imagine a Vo looks. Anyway, I'm Pearl, nice to meet you. This is Ekrat, she's a Vi who became my sister recently. Well, I mean, not like my blood related sister, but I think of her like she's family. By the way, my actual older sister is a scholar, isn't that incredible? I think that I'll become a scholar too when I grow up. Painting on the wall is supposed to be a map of some kind, but it doesn't match anything in the shelter at all. Hey, don't look now, but that's a Vo watching us, right? I think you're right, but I've just started with the Vo in new class, so I'm not sure what to do about it. Well, for now, pretend not to notice. Savota, huh? Oh, you're the Vo. Sorry, I don't have time to deal with the Vo right now. All my attention needs to be on preparing to welcome the out-of-town Vey. The sand shroud is making things difficult. Out-of-town Vey. I suppose I could tell you, after all, your situation is unique. As it happens, young Gerudo aren't traditionally allowed to interact with Vo. And for a Vey born outside town, when they reach a certain age, they're summoned back to Gerudo town. That small Vi over there is named Aklat. She recently arrived here along with her mother Perda. But Perda started working at one of the shops, one that has a complicated relationship with the town. So she's rarely in the shelter anymore. That must be why Aklat spends so much time looking at the drawing on the wall over there. Thankfully, this town is like one big family. I'm sure that little one will get used to living here soon enough. You're a real Vo, right? I am indeed. Really? Are you telling the truth? I learned in class that all Vo like to lie though. Hey Kalani, you better not be talking to that Vo. Why don't you follow Makure's example? Be more like your sister. It's fine, I haven't made eye contact, so it's all fine. Oh, of all things you could have learned to do at your age, why is arguing the one you've taken such a liking to? Oh, Vo. Little Gerudo aren't supposed to talk to Vo. And I'm a little Gerudo, so that means I have to stop talking to you now. Hey, my granddaughter still has a lot to learn before she can talk to a Vo. If you need something, just come talk to me instead, okay? Vasak. Oh, you must be the Vo everyone's been talking about. Now, normally I wouldn't have anything for youngsters like you, but I've heard a new Vi is going to be coming to town sometime soon, and that news sparked a fire in me. I came up with a special version of my signature drink. It's one everybody from V to Vaba can enjoy. However, I can't get my hands on what I need to make it while we're stuck here, and I don't want to forget the recipe. When is this sand shroud going to clear up anyway? So you know the Vo that's been locked up in jail? Oh yeah, the one that used the sand shroud to try to sneak into town? What about him? A little while ago, I went to grab something from that shelf over there. And while I was standing there, I swear I heard someone say Aklat. Hey, I've heard Aklat before. I think that's the name of Perda's Vevi. You know, the jail is just on the other side of that wall, the wall behind the shelf, I mean. I've been wondering if maybe it's Parda's husband locked up in there. If that was the case, Parda would have realized it by now, though, wouldn't she? She's working at the Gerudo Secret Club, so she's not in the shelter. Maybe that's why she hasn't heard. Most everyone has been avoiding eye contact with this Vo, including me. Oh, I thought I could turn my back on pencil offs and focus on finding the perfect Vo for me. But this time that means I can't even go outside. Talk about being unlucky in love. Yeah. What? How long have you been in here? Wait, I recognize you. I've seen you walking around out there. I don't understand, you're a man, but they let you just come and go whenever you like. It's no secret that the Greater rigidly enforce their law that forbids men from entering the town. So how come you're able to just walk around without causing a fuss? I mean, I barely crossed the threshold between town and desert. They threw me in jail faster than I could say no, wait, not jail. They didn't give me a chance to explain anything at all. I just wanted to see the face of my wife Perda and our daughter Aklat. But then I'm only telling you this because you seem like a trustworthy sort. I've actually seen my daughter a few times, so on average I'm more happy than upset. Even though they have me in this jail, I do see her occasionally. However, I haven't seen my wife even once. I know she was planning to work at a clothing store in Gerudo Town, but that's all I've got. I'm sure my daughter could tell me more, but I haven't been able to talk to her yet. But glad I know we'll be together again soon. Wait, how do you get in there? That's obviously a jail cell, not a place for visitors. Only prisoners are supposed to be in there. Like the foe who tried to get into town. But you're the chief's guest, aren't you? The fact that you got in there on purpose or by accident without me knowing would be so embarrassing. So get out of there before anyone sees you. Come on. Oh, everything hurts. I guess I still can't move. Those things, it didn't matter how many we took down, they just kept coming. Where in the world could they have been coming from though? Hey, don't even think about looking down on our noble guards, understand? Not only have they adapted to a brand new training regimen, one focused on mobility, but they dove straight into battle without hesitation against the Gibdos. They have nothing if not their pride. I've only heard about it secondhand, but the guards have been training hard to improve their desert mobility. You see, some time ago, right when Lady Riju had become chief, Town faced a major crisis. After it was resolved, Lady Riju swore that our military forces would be prepared to face any new threats that came along. Unfortunately, that was a tougher task than anyone thought. Luckily, Lady Ryu's close friend Princess Zelda came to visit. The princess suggested that the Gerudo learn to be more in touch with the desert itself. This inspired Lady Ryu, and she proposed a new training regimen, at least that is what I heard. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have helped against those Gibdos thing. Gibdos? The Gibdos are strange monsters that speed into the Scredgem and the guards try to fight. I can't think of a time when monsters as ferocious as they prowled the desert. Even with the new training regimen the troops went through, these monsters are too tough. Brute force won't help much if you run into them. Be clever, better yet think of some kind of new weapon to fight them. Lady Ryu's lightning strikes clearly damage these monsters. I wonder if I attach an electric Lizolful sword to this spear, would that be enough to let me fight back against them myself? But the electric Lizolful swords are valuable. I wonder if there's some other material I could attach in its place. Those Gyptos are a nuisance. They keep attacking us from the cover of the sand shroud. If it weren't for Lady Ryu and her lightning strike, we'd have been wiped out already. Oh, we are supposed to be protecting her, not the other way around. What kind of guards are we? I understand what you're saying, but right now it's a luxury that we even get this much space in the shelter for training. It's only enough room for sparing, so that will have to do for now. But Captain Teak, we need the training area. Is there no way to get it open back up for us? Training area? Oh, you're the vote that the chief has allowed inside the town walls. If you're interested in the training area, you must be looking to refine your abilities, huh? Well, the Southern Oasis training area is where we've been working to improve our desert mobility. Physical strength is important in fighting, of course, but being able to easily navigate the desert is valuable too. In fact, I'd argue that maneuverability is the most important part of surviving in the desert. If you really think that, then we need to reopen the training area and get to work right away. I already said no, Sudri. If we underestimate how dangerous the desert is, we'll never live long enough to master it. Going out and training in the sand shroud would just be throwing your life away. Until the sand shroud ends, we can't risk going into the training area. I won't allow it. Everyone in town has been informed of the special acceptance you've been given. Some may still be shocked to see you, but don't take it personally. And of course, feel free to make use of the inn or any of the shops. Though Lady Ryu is away seeking a means to defeat the Gibdo, I'm sure she would welcome you as I have. Did you have questions for me? Where is Ryu? Lady... You already know that. Savota, you've got something to say. Please make it quick. After our humbling first encounter with the Gibdos, I realized that we need to establish a new unit to combat them. The new unit is in the middle of training. They need to get into fighting shape fast, since the enemy could strike at any time. First encounter? Yeah, the first time we fought the Gibdos, they had us on our heels the whole time. Numbers and strength were on their side. The best we could do was an organized retreat to protect the civilians. Most of the guards that held the Gibdos off are still recovering from their injuries. Hopefully this new unit can help us avenge our comrades and return to the surface. But first they must finish training. What's a new unit? Well, the Gibdos did a serious number on us before. It was so bad that some of the guards who fought in the first encounter are still coming from their wounds. I believe that partly has to do with how hard it is to protect yourself while using a spear. Both hands are full, you see. So I've established a new unit that will use a sword and shield instead. They can better guard themselves that way. In that first encounter, well, if Lady Ryu hadn't been there with her control of lightning, we might have been wiped out. All the more reason to get a new unit ready. We have to keep Lady Ryu safe. Ah, be careful. Can you tell when someone is deeply focused on a dangerous task? Cannons demand the utmost care when handling. I may only be practicing right now, but if my hands up, I could set off the cannon. Don't talk to me again, it could be bad, really bad. Powder check, animal check, aim barrel, target check. Finally start the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Fire! Rhino! Oh no, the wall. Hey Bardo, what are you doing? This isn't just a mole in the ground, it is a historical significance. What are you even... Sultan. Deep, deep breath, Leon. What are you going to do about that wall? I'm sorry. How am I going to explain a blown up wall to Lady Ryu? Hey, this is your fault. Just unbelievable. This is exactly why we are so wary of Vo. And boom. Hey, Vo, if you need something, knock to me. I don't want you getting in the way of the swords and shield unit, okay? She's not a sword and shield unit. I did everything I could to fight against the Gyptos with my sea, but I hardly left a scratch. They're incredibly hardly, and their numbers, if we don't pick them off fast, they'll surround and wipe us out. But if we want to win, I've got to hone my spear skills. Baba has been training hard since we fought the Gyptos. She's the one who told us that our spears wouldn't even leave a mark, though. The only thing that seemed to have any effect at all was Lady Rio's lightning strikes. Instead of practicing with our regular spears, should we be looking for a weapon that has electricity flowing through it? Maybe, but if we bring it up to her right now, she'll tell us to pay attention to our own shortcomings. And if we're really lucky, she'll drag both of us into her intense spear training too. Oh, you're that special Vo the guard was talking about. My name is Ashaya. I'm in charge of teaching the Vo a new class to the Gerudo. Have you set your heart on someone special? I haven't. No, is that right? Don't let love pass you by. Things just kind of sparkle when you're in love, you know? You're welcome to sit in on a lesson if you're interested. Vo aren't normally allowed in town, so it would be a rare treat for the class if you showed up. Maybe you could come by in the evening. That class is for the older Gerudo. The Tame Camp class is for the younger students. I don't think they're quite ready to meet a Vo. Vota, I guess it's true, I heard the guards talking about it, but I still didn't believe Avon was actually here. I'm impressed you made it all the way here. Though the sand shroud... Oh, did you rent a sand seal to get here? What? But if you didn't rent one? No, you couldn't have found a wild one. The sand shroud has made it almost impossible to track them down. Does that mean he walked? How? That's even harder to believe than I'm finding a wild sand seal. Oh, you Vo, are all of you such pranksters? You obviously must have rented one from the shop near the entrance to the desert. It's only an answer that makes sense. No, I walked here. The people watching this video right now know that I've walked here with my bare legs. So for your business. My mom and I are in the business of training in sand seals and renting them out to folks. The sand shroud has made it far too dangerous to go above ground right now, so my shop is temporarily closed. But if you've got questions about sand seals, I'll be happy to answer them. As long as the sand shroud is around, we can't rent out any sand seals. At this rate, my job might evaporate. Maybe I should start looking into becoming an attendant to Lady Ryu's beloved sand seal, Patricia. Right now, Para is looking after Patricia, but she's a soldier too, so I wouldn't be shocked if she had to help with all the strange monsters. If I'm serious about changing jobs, maybe this is my chance. I hope the chief is okay, maybe I should go after her, but I'm just attending to Patricia, I would be acting against her wishes too. If I were to go though, I could just go through here, it comes out at the northern ruins and that's where the chief was headed. Patricia? Oh, my apologies. Patricia is the chief's beloved sand seal. You've heard of sand seals, right? They're desert creatures that can navigate the dunes with amazing ease. And Patricia is a very special one. She seamlessly has the power of an oracle. Or she did. Ever since the people, she's mostly just been sharing these strange numbers. I've been her attendant for years now, but even I can make sense of this turn of events. She is off with the chief right now. They headed out to the northern ruins. If you want to speak with Patricia, you'll probably have to wait until things have settled down and the chief isn't so busy. Sava, you're really a special foe, aren't you? You must truly adore Lady Ryu if you were willing to travel through the sand shroud. I wish I had a foe like you in my life. I thought I could turn my back on past loves and focus on finding the perfect foe for me, but that sand shroud really put a damper on my motivation. Talk about being unlucky in love. This is where it is a class of it's only for students who are willing to engage. If you're interested, you're welcome to join, but you'll have to participate. Count me in!
Hi.
Okay, everyone, pay attention. Today we're getting a very special lesson. We have a Vo here with us. Just try to relax and be your regular normal selves when you're talking to him. Alright. Nolly, you know you can do this. Teacher, I can't. I can't look directly at its face. That's okay, we can't stop here for now. You'll have to do something about that fear eventually. But I think once you muster the courage to face a Vo, even just one time, your fear will wash away forever. I'm sorry, I imagine it was a bit unexpected, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a bit unexpected. You see, she's never seen a Vo in person, she's only seen them in drawings or in recreations like the Vo dummies. I suspect that if you hit your face, it would be easier. It's probably just too early to make eye contact while chatting. I hope you're not feeling discouraged, though. It would be wonderful if you visited class again. Sarko for taking time today. Yeah, I can't talk to him like this. So, hi, my name is Nolly. I make an amazing wildberry grape, and I hope to share one I've made with Avo someday. Alright, that's enough. Amazing job, Nolly. Vo are known to think with their stomachs sometimes, so mentioning your cooking was a good idea. They're especially susceptible to sweets, so well done with the wildberry creep. Shout go to you as well. It was very kind of you to conceal your face for Nolly. It seems like that's just the thing she needed to get past her anxiety and talk to you. You are more than welcome to return to the class in the future. Pritana, let's see what you can do. Pritana? I can't do it. I think I need a drink from the canteen to give me energy. Are you okay? Let's not push you too hard today, alright? We'll just stop it. Going to when someone reaches out there, comfort zone to try something new. But no one should ever force that kind of breakthrough. Valley of Silent Statues. Not only going to stretch your legs and ending up in the strangest place. Everything looks the same down here. It would be so easy to get turned around. I wonder if the people who originally made this place got lost in it all the time too. Hey, what do you want? Were you looking in the shadows there, eavesdropping on what I was saying? Oh, you're that Vo that everyone has been talking about, right? If I were younger, I might have been surprised to see you here, but at my age, well, very little surprises me. Disappointed, and I was shocked and aghast at the very sight of you, huh? Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm feeling a little parched, so maybe something to drink at the canteen. Okay, done. I don't know what I did, but it did something. Clear away all the wall pieces. Okay, and that one is done as well. It is. Hey, are you not going to do bubbles? Okay then. I was waiting until he was standing still so that I would 100% hit him. No, yeah, there's the second one that we needed. Let's put it like there. It's kind of difficult, but I think we got it. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm doing in these ruins. Okay, and open this one up as well. Come on, just kill him, Link. We know you can do it. But you guys just standing there, and that all for a topaz. I don't think that's worth it for a topaz, but it's okay. But I guess maybe with all the other loot around here, a Gerudo Claymore. No. A chest. 10 arrows. Okay, and you're bone dead. Hey, Ryu, I'm here. Hello, Ryu.
Missed again. Can't hit my mark. Won't do anyone any good. It's you. This changes things. I didn't expect to see you here.
She grew up a little. No? She's not like...
But then, you always show up in unusual times. Oh.
So I cast a rose up into the sky, Zelda vanished right in front of you, and now you've come here for looking for clues? Link, I understand how you're feeling. Zelda's a dear friend to me as well. I will do everything in my power to help you. But to do that, I need to bring a quick resolution to a problem me and Gerudo are facing. I'm sure you've noticed that the desert is even more difficult to cross than usual. That's thanks to this unusual sand shroud. It appeared around the same time the events at Hyrule Castle took place. It has blanketed the whole desert, including our town. And not long after that, swarms of monsters we'd never seen before began attacking. We're calling them Gibdos. Physical attacks don't work well against them. They are slow, but they still make investigating the sand shroud difficult. Were you watching just now? I'm practicing striking that dummy over there with lightning. If I can aim the lightning well, I think it may be an effective weapon against the Gibdos. But this technique is unrefined. I only recently discovered it and still need more practice. I want to master this power so I can use it to defeat the Gibdos. If I can do that, we can investigate the source of this sand shroud and search for Zelda as well. Link, will you help me with my training? I think I can use your arrows to help me aim my lightning strikes fire on fire one at that dummy over there. Okay, this profile has been added. Ah, there we go. Now let's try something a little trickier. And for those enemies over there, maybe you can hit them all with a single lightning strike. Here then don't try to hit a specific dummy. Instead aim for the area in the middle of all three, like right around where that where that rogue is just is jutting out. Oh, but keep in mind that the farther away a target is from me, the longer it will take for me to build up the energy to hit it. Okay. Yes. I'm getting the hang of it now. The Gibbs don't stand a chance against this power.
Oh?
I can't thank you enough for your help, Link.
Oh?
What was that? It didn't sound like any noise the sand shroud has made, that's for sure. You heard that too, right? It was... Chief! We foresee further that a swarm of Gibdos are attacking Karakara Bazaar. Belluri is already on her way there. She's already... Okay, understood, thank you. Link, we need to head to Karakara Bazaar at once. I must ask for your help once again. My lightning and your guiding arrows make us a formidable pair. Do you remember Karakara Bazaar is the oasis northeast of Gerudo Town? Let's show those Gibdos what we're made of. Okay. I saw a chest in the cutscene. Yeah, I remember it correctly. Nice bow.